Hey guys, Mystic Turtle here. Just one thing real quick, if you haven't already done so, I put a lot of work into these videos, and it'd be awesome for a little bit of help out there. Hit that subscribe button so that way you can catch that next video as it comes out, as well as anytime that I go live. And then also the like button, that helps out a great deal. Fantastic help there, and it's free. So thank you. Hello, 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 all. Welcome to another Real Bedrock episode. Today we're going to be talking about, you guessed it, iron and also XP. So there you go. So this farm has been out for quite a while. There's lots and lots of different variations to it. So I'm going to show you one way of doing it, the way I do it, and we'll kind of go from there. And I'm going to cover some of the mechanics with you, so by all means watch the entire video, because if your farm breaks, your iron farm breaks, you want to know how to fix it. All right. And there's been quite a different ways over the years that different mechanics introduced and different things like that. So I'm going to show you one way that I do it, so just in case those mechanics come back, and go from there. This farm here, you're going to get, and I'm going to tell you that I made an addition to this, and I've seen it referred to as breakable iron farm, but that's just the current bit, because we're in Bedrock. Nothing is ever safe in Bedrock. But things that you're going to definitely need here, and these are the items you're going to actually physically get out of this. So you're going to get tons and tons of iron. You're going to get so iron there. You're going to get poppies. You're going to get strings. You're going to get some other things, assuming that other mobs pop in and land in there, and then they end up dying. We're also going to turn this into a villager breeding, or not breeding farm, but well, temporary. But we're going to turn it into a trading hall at the same time. You're also going to get tons of emeralds and XP, and there's so you're going to get XP from trading. You can turn around and get XP from buying enchant bottles and stuff like that. But regardless, you're going to have tons and tons of emeralds out of this farm, and tons of iron. String, you can turn around and build your scaffolding, stuff like that. This is a 31 by 31 build, going from the outer edge to the outer edge all the way around. So yeah, things that you're going to need is right in this chest here, and you're going to need a ton of building material. So whatever building material you want, whether it's regular stone, cobble, wood, it doesn't matter. You're going to need tons of that. Glass, you don't need tons of that. Half a stack should do you. Maybe a stack should do you plenty on that. That's if you even want to see them drop. Entirely up to you. I'm going to recommend some leaves just to go around the outer edging, and that's for two reasons. One is aesthetic looks, kind of makes it look cool. And the other reason is one of the mechanics that currently is in there, mobs do not spawn on leaves. They're not supposed to spawn on half slabs, but depends upon what the mechanic is at that point in time. So it's entirely up to you if you want to try using half slabs. If not, kick back over to the leaves. That also keeps your villagers from being agitated. You're going to need 8 buttons and 2 signs. Along with that, a campfire. And that's going to be, the campfire is going to cook the cats for you. And then the buttons and the sign is going to hold the lava in one spot. And then you're going to need a ton of water buckets. So I'm going to recommend a minimum of 2 water buckets, and you're going to create a water source. And you'll see why here in a bit. You're going to need a few hoppers to get started off, and then once you've got that going, then you can turn around and make you a auto sorting chamber, which watch that video and you'll be good on that. At least one chest, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to need a minimum. I would recommend 6 chests to start with. Um, and then, so we got the beds there. You're also going to need at least 2 rails. I'd recommend 3 or 4, and a hopper minecart. And I'll explain to you, show you why we do that. Um, and then some bread, or bread's the easiest way to get them to breed the fastest, but you can also use it for potatoes or carrots or whatever to breed with too. I just recommend the bread overall. And when making this, if you have access to sponges, by all means, just in case you mess it up, you're going to want to suck all that up really quick and then start over. And yeah, I'll show that to you here too. And that's pretty much basically what you're going to need in a nutshell. So I'm going to grab this guy here, this here, some glass. We're definitely going to need these 2 guys. Bring this and this, so that way we can show you how to make the kill chamber. Now, coming over here, so just to kind of explain this a little bit. So your villager, he will link up to his bed if he's from 5 up, or no, is it 4? 4. So 4 down, 4 up. So that's not a problem there. Now, the rest of this, a golem can spawn up to 5 down, or is it 4 down, 5 up? Something like that. Anyways, so if I build a platform down here and I build a platform up here, so the current mechanic is the iron golem will only spawn up here. So 2 and 3. Let's go this way, this way. I find that's very interesting. So, because you can't just spawn a golem in, I don't want that, using a egg. So you have to do it like this. And the bottom one never goes away. But if I only put 2, and then arms and the hat, yeah, he doesn't spawn at all. So yeah, it's kind of weird and interesting at the same time. But anyways, so he will never spawn down here as long as there's a platform up here for him to spawn. So that's the way we got this up here. So that way it's called breaking. But when they do spawn, they can spawn. It's technically 7 to one side, 8 to the other, but just to make it easy, we'll do 8 and 8. Now, when we put the beds in here, so we're going to start off around the center here. And technically, one of these beds in the center is going to be the main spawning point. So coming out this way, if I got here, so 7 would be here, so 8 would be out here. So it is possible for the golems to spawn outside of this normal range. And the other thing you want to make sure is that when you're building, which this world I don't have an issue because it's super flat world, but let's say I have a mountaintop right here, my golem could actually spawn onto the mountaintop. So we don't want that. Look at that, kitty's gonna go down, and kitty's gonna, oh no, there's a baby kitty. Okay, so yeah, we don't have the water in here yet, so oh, he's gonna run out. Look at that. All right, let's do this. So yeah, so this is basically what you're looking at here as far as the mechanics. I mean, super simple, super easy. 8, 8, and they will not spawn below. They will spawn above as long as there's a platform that covers the entire area. Now, when we look at this, so this right here is covered, but right here, it would actually spawn on this run, not on this one down here because it's covered. But if I came off the back side, like this, he could spawn there and not up there. All right, so let's get into the build on this guy and how this guy works. So we're going to start off with, we're going to make our kill chamber. Now our kill chamber is a 3x3 area. So let's go up like this. 1, 2, 3, bring her up just a smidget. All right, we're going to break this guy off, okay? So now we're going to make a 3x3 platform. So 1, 2, 3, 1, nope, not up there, 2, 3. Okay, so this guy's going to look like this. Now, once we got that 3x3 area, we want to go one more round around that. So that way it is a, how many? How many? Yeah, 5x5. Okay, now the corners here, we can turn around and these are going to be our pillar markers. Okay, so this is actually going to bring us up to the rest of the system here. It doesn't matter how far up you want to go, however high you want your ceiling. If you want it 3, if you want it 5, doesn't matter. Okay, this is just a kill chamber to get them out of the area. Now we're going to turn around. We're going to put our glass in here just like this. All right, and then go like this. Now we're going to pick a corner. This is going to be the front of the kill chamber. So let's take this spot right here. Okay, so we are right here. Come on, guys, go. Get out of here. All right. So with this being said, let's drop these down like this. Okay. And on here, we're going to use our, we're going to grab these guys right here. And it doesn't matter if you do it right there or down here. So I like to see them drop down a little bit. So I'm going to break this guy out. I'm going to put the glass in right there. We're going to turn around and put this in like this. And then we're going to turn around and put our hoppers in right like this. And then we can turn around and see, we're done with our hoppers. We'll put our chests in right in front. So let me just go right here. It's easier. Boom. And boom. Okay. So chest there. Crouch sneak. Set the other one on top of it. You can double white it if you really want. That's actually what I would do. And then after this, after you've got enough iron and everything, go ahead and make your auto sorting system. Coming off that, so I'll just have you'll drop it down a little bit more, and you'll know how to do that. This piece right here, if you're going to put a chest right here, put a step in. Boom. Let's go right here like this. So we're going to put this guy like this. Let's come back over here. Go like that, and then like that. Nope, not like that. Figures I'd have to mess this guy up. And then just like that. So this is how this is basically, so that way you can open that up. Everything will filter down to the bottom. As you fill the bottom up, then it'll come to the next one up. That's still pretty much self-explanatory. Now, coming in here, we're going to turn around. We're going to take, get rid of that. Grab our campfire. We're going to get rid of that. And let's grab our buttons. Our signs. Okay, got everything we need for this section. All right, so we're going to crouch sneak. Place our campfire down. Then right above that, place a button or a sign. Entirely up to you. All right, then coming off that, put a button on that glass right behind it. And that's going to keep the water from flowing down in there. Well, that one keeps it from flowing down, but that's just an added security. So we're going to turn around. Now, this is going to be very important here. So Golem is the same height on the hitbox as you are as far as being able to burn, okay? So we're going to build these walls up 3 high. All right, and then we're going to put on one side, we're going to put 3 buttons, 1, 2, and 3. Then on the other side, 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 front, 1 back. So this level here can actually be, if you don't want to see the buttons, you can actually make this level whatever building material that you're using, okay? So it's going to look like this. Now on one side, so I would, if this is the front, I would go back side, place another button right below that one right there. And then you're going to go to your sign, and you're going to crouch and sneak and place that sign there. If you don't, all you're going to be doing is just hitting that button, and that's not going to do anything for you. Now, once we've got this, we want to turn around. We want to take our water, which I don't have on me, still in the box, so we're going to grab it right here. And you're going to place this back in the opposite corner of where your campfire is. And it's going to go right there. Now, if you're using half slabs, put it on the glass block and not on the half side, because if not, it will just flow right down through the bottom. Now, once we got that, we're going to turn around. We're going to look at this guy here right onto that side, and we're going to drop our one piece of lava right there. So as they land, they will burn right here and continue to burn because they're only too high right here. Oh, see, look, what did I do? We messed this up already. So let's now remember what I said about crouch sneak. Okay, let's get rid of that. Crouch sneak, get rid of that. So what we have to do is we have to drop this down one. Boom. Right there. I'll come over here. So we get rid of these guys up here. Go right here. Why is that like that? No, wait a second. No, we had it right. I'm pretty certain we have it right. Why did I, yeah. Corner there. Right there. I had it right the first time. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I did. Crouch sneak. Let's go ahead and drop our golem in right here. No, I can't do that right here. I'm building right here. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. So you can stand in there without burning. He can't. Not at 2. So he's like 2.5 on the hit box. All right. Boom. All right. Now let's go ahead and knock him in. All right, he's in. Now we're going to drop our lava back into the place. Yeah, because he's right above the sign at this point. So he's like 2.5, 3 blocks high. Yeah, so that will kill him right there. Where you're at, it's not going to kill him. Don't forget to put that sign, the button back on the front there. And why are you doing that? Okay. So you don't want the lava all the way at the bottom because then your stuff will burn. Well, just at that spot right there. So, yeah. And then we're going to put our water back into that corner. The kill chamber is complete at this point. So it is 3 high. So if you're standing down here, you're not going to get hurt because you're only 2 high. They're at 2.5, 3 high. So that button, those buttons are going to be on the 3rd block up. So 1, 2, and 3. And then your center is at 2. Okay. So that's your kill chamber. All right. Now, once you get that, you're going to come up. You're going to make your platform up here. Okay. And this is where we're going to be at here. So remember, center is 3 by 3. Okay. Then go ahead and run your glass blocks up. All right. Now this section here on the old mechanics, you'd create a 2-level water system so that way they could they form on there and then they drop down from there. In case we go back to that mechanic, I would go ahead and make this platform. Meantime, you can use it as a breeder section to fill up your stuff, or to fill up all your columns. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. All right, so this is going to make it very simple when we get to that point. Now the beds, all right, so this way you know how to do these. So remember, your villagers are going to be 4 up or 4 down, correct? So we're actually going to go 1, 2, and 3 off this platform, okay? So let's say I want to come up, get rid of this stuff here real quick. So if I want to come up 2 more off of this, that's fine. All right, now we're going to turn around. We're going to encase this because this is going to be the main level. All right. This is where everything's going to drop down. And when you start making these beds, now keep in mind, you want to make a total of 44 beds. No more, no less. Put them all in a chest and you're good. Now you can do less. So to get 1 golem, you only need, so 1 golem is only 10 villagers. I do 11. only because when I make this platform that works out, the perfect level is 11 across. So I end up with 44. If you want 2, that's 20 villagers. If you want 3, that's 30. If you want 4, that's 40. Okay. So now we're going to take our beds, and we got a bed right here. And we're going to start our beds off like this. So in this corner here, 1, 2. 1, 2, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you're going to have 8 beds. And then you're going to turn around and you're going to bring these blocks out to like this. All right, you're going to do this all the way around, and then you're going to lay your beds down like this. All right, and that's just how these are going all the way around. Now, once we get out to the outer edges, okay, I think it's this side here. So I had the extra 4 beds right here, and there's some other beds right here. So these are going to turn around. I'm going to lay them like this instead of like this. All right. Now that's just to try to keep the platform, you know, semi-decent. And that is it. That is actually really all you do. Now, once you've got your beds placed in, you're going to go back and break all these blocks, just like that. All right? And that's going to get you started for your villagers. Now, once you've got all 44 beds in, we want to start getting our villagers in here. So you can do this one of 2 ways. You can build yourself a villager breeding farm, and then shuttle everything in with the mine carts, which the way I found is best to do that is halfway down your track, at least 100 blocks away from your village and 100 blocks away from where this is going to be setting at. Make your villager farm right there, your breeding farm. Those are really easy to do. I can show you if you want it. Just let me know down in the comments, and we will do that. Now, once we've got 2 villagers, so we're just going to breed them right here. Because we got 44 beds, there's no more in the area, and that's the max number of villagers we're going to have. All right? So I'm going to come in here. I got my 2 villagers in here. I'm going to take a load of bread, which is down here. And there we go. And we're going to start off with a stack of bread. Now, you're going to need more than a stack of bread. You're going to take that stack of bread, and we're going to just kind of toss it in here to the guy. But here, we're just going to go like this. He's got all the bread, and then they're going to start making babies. And then more and more. Now, you're not going to want to start putting all your villagers in their spots until they're all growing up. All right? Because you don't want the babies going into those spots. Now, with that also being said, we're going to end up with 44 tables. So depending upon, you know, how you want. Like personally, I got a ton of lectrons, so that way I get librarians. You're going to have clerics. You're going to have Fletchers, you know, stuff like that. And that's what we're going to look at. So you're going to figure out what all you need and go from there. Now, we can do this one of 2 ways. We can come inside here and we can put them on the inside, no problem. I would rather keep this area open, to be honest, in case I have to turn it back into a water chamber. But these guys are always going to be in the dark. Make sure you throw some lighting in here too. And also while we're right here, check this out. Well, we can't do it while they're in there right now. But on the outside here, and I started doing this, and this is not, we're not going to keep these guys in here like this. But if you do set this up, you're going to lose this corner piece here, so you're not going to actually get 44 of these guys on the outer run, as is you would out here. Now out here, we're going to come in at the corner here, we're just going to extend it out one more on the corner, and then you're going to build your chambers. Now your chambers, you want to put 3 high. Again, of any building material you want, you can mix it up so that they look different. Mine in my one world, I've got this all wood. But we're just going to do this because I got this particular building material here. Now, once we figured this out, we're going to turn around and we're going to say, all right, we got these guys here. I want to put this guy right like this already. And then I'm going to turn around and we want a, let's see here. If you will slide in this way, we want trapdoors. Okay. And we're going to use a spruce. And we're going to come in up from the other side. Before we do that, we want to take and we want to get our table that we're going to put in. And we're going to start off with this guy right here. And now up here, you don't have to do the solid building. You can do a glass block. Do not do panes. I learned that the hard way. Because the clerics seems to be the only one that actually can escape. So at least the clerics, you want to use something different. But we're going to turn around, we're going to take this guy, we're going to put this right here. As you can see, something just linked to it. So that guy's going to be over here somewhere. There he is. And he's trying to get to his unit right now, right away. We're going to turn around, we're going to break this block, we're going to break this block, and we're going to throw that guy in there like that. And so he can actually flip down like that. Let's get our librarian back over here. Come on, librarian. You can move. He goes in. Nudge him. Nope, 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 nope. Out. Out. Go away. All right, he's in, and we can lock him in place right there. So that is one super easy way of doing it. And then flip that block up. All right, so he cannot actually jump out. He cannot escape with that right there. All right, but we're going to put that in there. We're going to leave him there. Now, the really nice thing about this is, let's say we can turn around and close it up like that, and now they can't get to him and eat him. Now, the other thing is, if you don't want to put it up underneath there, you can also, all right, let's crouch and sneak, put him on the outside. So that's open like that. We can just close him up on the outside, kind of give some texture right here. Fairly up to you, but when you want to see him, it does that. So it's up to you if you want it like that, or if you want the other one to pop down like that. Entirely up to you. Now, the next thing that you got to do is, because this guy's going to turn around and he's going to unlink from the bed, you're going to come in here and you don't want that particular hit block right there. All right, so we're going to jump up top here. We're going to aim for that corner right there. And we're going to drop some water in there. So he's going to sit there and he's going to bob in his water. Now, this is one of the mechanics that they did. I don't know if it's still doing it this way, but I just do it anyways. But they unlink from the bed and they unlink from their unit. If they're not able to sleep, things like that. So by having the water in there, they're bobbing in and out. They do not unlink from their stuff because, you know, whatever reason. Now, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to pop in here, I'm going to see what he has to offer me. Now, he's got an unbreaking 3. I do not like that unbreaking 3. So what I'm going to do here, and we're going to turn around, we're going to grab 2 items, okay? We are going to grab a lever, and we're going to grab a sticky piston. This is the easiest way to do this. You turn around, take the sticky piston like this, and then put your lever right here, all right? Flip that lever. Oh, nope. Make sure you're standing. Flip the lever. He's going to detach and he's going to reattach. Now check and see what he's got. All right, we definitely don't want the bookshelf. So we're going to flip this back and then he's going to do the same thing. We're going to check again. We got another book here. We don't like that one. Now, let's say you did like that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually physically trade with him. Now, once you trade with him, he is not going to lose that trade. But if I don't like it, we're going to turn around and do it again. All right. Nope, don't like that one. And now this is where you get your mending books, your all that stuff. Okay. Now, let's say I want a cleric in here. Okay. I'm going to break that, and we're going to come back over here. We're going to put this guy back like, no, not like that, and do that. And then we're going to grab our cleric. And that is going to be... Anybody know what the cleric uses? Let's see here. What does the cleric use? That would be, yes, you guessed it, a brewing stand. Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to put this in here like that. And we're going to take and put our cleric right there. We're going to break out that back wall. And we're going to come in here. Now, we also run the risk of getting all those little pesky babies running through. As you see, we got a ton of them now. We're going to put our... Oh, come on, come on, come on. He went in there a little bit too quick on us. Come on. Babies, cats, out of here. All right. Get a block in here. And we got a baby in there too, I believe. He just got out. Oh. And come on. Anyway, so you know how to put that in there because I already showed you. All right, so that's there. Now this guy's still gonna probably be able to get out, but we're gonna check this out just to be safe. We're gonna aim for that block, put that in there, boom, he's right there. He should not be able to bounce out right there. And then you just put your sign on right here on the outside, and you're good. Now we're gonna check, see what he's got to offer now. He's just got some redstone. We don't like that. So let's go ahead and see what he's got here. Come on, redstone. That's it. All right, let's check this back. Now, once you figured out which one is going to be linked to the bed or to that, it doesn't matter. He is going to be the one that links. So it's usually the first one in, first one out that links. Come on. Really? He doesn't like us. But anyway, so what you're going to end up doing is you're going to trade a ton of stuff with him. He's going to give you emeralds and XP as you trade with him. And you want to get to the very last one, which is going to have your... excuse me. He's going to have your enchant bottles. And you can buy as many of those enchant bottles as you want, slap them on the ground, and guess what? You're going to get all the XP out of it. So that's actually the cool thing there. So every time you trade, it's going to do that. Just make sure you throw some water in there, and before they get into there, throw that doodad up there at the trap door there, so that way you can hide them. If for whatever reason a mob spawns out here, especially the baby zombies, they cannot get there and chow down on that long face of his nose. It's okay to have one or two cats, keeps the mice away, but you don't want a bunch of cats running around. That's a big reason for that kill chamber down there. Also, if you were to build inside here, you can set your units down like this. Sometimes they will jump up on top of it like that guy tried to do. Other times they will not jump on top of it. So like he does. And then you can actually shove him into place. But you get into the Fletcher tables, they just stand on the outside. Now, here, the way this works is, so this guy's like here. Oh. He's out. Okay. So I want the Fletcher table here. Well, I'm going to put something else here. Let's just put this guy right here. Okay, so he's gonna link. He's gonna come over to it. Now, let's say it's Fletcher table. He hasn't been able to. He doesn't jump up on it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn around. We're gonna take these two items right here. All right, and you're gonna place a railroad track there, and there. All right, let's see where he goes. And let's say it's this one right here. No, let's go to this one. Right there, okay? He is going to, no, not the cat. Bye, kitty. Okay. So the cart's right there. He jumps into the cart, okay? So we turn around. Now, before you do this, you want to double check with him. All right, we know we're not going to trade with that. Okay, so now we're going to turn around. We'll take one track there, one track now. Break that track in this track, put track there. So that goes in like that. Break the one that's in the hole. All right, now shove him in there. Come back, break these guys. Put your stand back. And then aim and break this corner. We're going to turn around and break that cart and then put our corner back. Now he's locked in. Check, see what he's got. And if you like what he's got, save it. If you don't, put your piston down and you know how to do that part. So that's how you get these guys in there if they're being stubborn and will not go in. All right, that is pretty well basically it on getting these guys set up and going. They will not breed more than the beds that you have. And then once you've got them in here, they're set up and they're good to go. Then that's when you start, when they're all grown up, that's when you start putting them in. Now, if you have one of those green dudes running around here, that's the nimwit. He will not do anything. He's the scourge of the population. Get rid of him. However you want to do it. If you want to kill him, if you want to drop him in a dark, deep hole that goes through bedrock, go right for it. But however you want to get rid of him, get rid of him. Now, let's finish. Now we got these guys here. They're growing up and everything. While that is working, let's go up top here and let's start finishing out our build. So we don't have any of this here, so ignore what you see behind the curtain. So we've got the 5x5 ring right here. So coming off that, we're going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So remember, water flows 8, and that's it. So we got water there. It's going to flow 8 this way, and it's going to stop right at the edge. So anything that comes up will slide right here. If you make that shorter than that, you're going to end up with water in the middle, and it's going to ruin your farm. Now, we want to turn around and put our ring up like this. So if you saw my other iron farm, this was it. This ring right here was it. All right? You put your water in, and you're good to go. So right here, boom, flows out 8 and stops. All right? But we're going to bring this to what is called unbreakable. So, and I've seen this done a couple different ways. So I like keeping things nice and simple. So we're going to bring this out a total of 5. So we got the edge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And then we're going to put our back wall in, which was going to be our 6th spot here. So it's an even number. So 8, and then 5, and then 1. All right. Real basic, real simple. Now, to fill this in, this is super important. If you saw, I had sponges. So if I am putting this in and I put a water bucket here and I put a water bucket there, all right, this is going to flow out this way. When it meets up with this is all going to turn into source water. We do not want that. So when we're putting this in, we're going to break this. You can see how that did source water right there? We're going to break that right there. We're going to go one spot. We're going to leave this guy open right there. And then fill the rest of these in with source blocks. Okay. And then as you see behind me, it all flows down. It looks just like this. That is the way it should be. Now come up in this corner here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come all the way down to the edge here. And we're going to stop one spot before we get to that one. And then we're going to do the same thing this way. Bring it all like this and all the way up one spot before we get to that one. That's right, like that. Now, in this corner, all right, it's going to look like this originally. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one block in the bottom, one block in that corner diagonal, and one there and one there. This will allow us to put a bucket of water here, flows down, and it does not flow out. If you really want to put a block there, you can put glass there, or you can put a regular block there. It does not matter. We're going to turn around and do the same thing. We built it up, and we're going to put a water there. This is a complete water chamber in a nutshell. All right. Now, what you're going to notice here as we go, we're going to have our golem. He's going to spawn in right here. You did not see the man behind the curtain make the golem. All right. So golem magically appears right there. He's going to go right down here. He's going to slide over to the center here. Let's get up over here on the side so we can drop down as soon as he hits that. And we're going to drop down along with him. He hits that lava. He's going to burn up. He's going to drop us some iron as soon as he dies. And that's going to be on the ground along with some poppy. All right, we still got the cat in here, so we're going to do this super quick. Take this, and we're going to drop some water there. And the cat just went and dived into it itself. So that is going to be how you make that. So anything that drops in here, the water is going to push it over to that corner. Cats, everything is going to go. See, watch here. Don't have to wait for him. He's just going to do it anyways. He's going to go right to that corner, and boom, there you go. Now, in the event that you don't want that to see the cat, do that. That's fine. You'll bog your world down with a lot of cats because lots of them will spawn. But that's basically your kill chamber and your whole system in a nutshell. Now, once these guys, and this has to work with day and night, once this system gets rolling and you've got all you guys running, this whole system will be working just fine for you. The other thing is you want to get you some, I recommend this. This is just for aesthetic looks. But I think I said earlier with the mob mechanics, mobs can spawn up here. You don't really want that. So either put you half slabs everywhere or put you in the grass, not grass, the leaves. The leaves, they do not spawn on it right now, guaranteed at the time of this video, but you know, it is what it is if it changes. Half slabs, I've seen it where they do and they don't spawn on it, so it's kind of at your own risk. Once you've got this all built here, this platform here, so this platform is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and with the indent here it is going to be 6. So it's up to you if you want to put that little groove in there or not. Once you've got that done up, go ahead and build you a wall around it. I mean, you can just run glass all the way, put your pillars in, whatever you want, but I would run these guys all the way up to where they go and fill it in, leave you a door, set you a set of steps coming up, or like I like to call them elevators. I can set an elevator in. You can set this up where, so like my one, I've got it coming off this corner right here, and it looks just like this. And well, actually, no, it doesn't. It looks more like, there we go. It'll look like this with the bottom run, and then this next section up goes here, and then I have a door at the main entrance, and then I can come in, and I've got storage all the way around that I can put everything. There's a lot of things that you can craft, like use a string with bamboo. You've got your scaffolding. You can do other things, and you've got storage for all that stuff too while you're here. Little bit of advice: do not, under any circumstance, build this within 100 blocks of your actual base. Because what's going to happen is they're going to try to link to all your stuff. You don't want that, so you're going to have to break all your stuff and be done. Now, if you build this first, then build your base under it, hey, cool. Make sure all your villagers are in their slots before you place your own personal bed down. If you are breeding them from right there, if you are breeding them from a breeding village, then the villagers you bring over are not going to have food in them, so they're not going to rebreed. They will only breed so many. Look, there's a nimwit. The villagers are only going to breed up to 44 because you only have 44 beds. The other thing is on these units here, you have to have a minimum of 75%. Okay? So the way this is going to work, if I have let's say I have 5 villagers. I'm going to have 5 units. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is 100%. If I take, actually, let's do this here. So we got, it's 5 there. 1, 2, 3, nope, 3, 4, and 5. So we got 10 here. Okay. So each one represents 10%. Okay. So 10 times 10 is 100%. If I take 1 away, I'm at 90. If I take 2 away, I'm at 80. 3, I am at 70%. So the system's going to break because I have to have a minimum of 75%. Same thing as if I only had 5. So 100%. If I take 2 away, I am only at like 66%, I think it is. So you want to have at least 75%. So in this case, 10, 60, 70, and we go 8 would be 80%. So now the farm would work if we only had 10 villagers. So best case scenario, make it 100% and you are good as gold. And that's it. Any questions, comments, concern, jump into Discord, shoot me a message. I can help you out that way, or leave a message down below. Don't forget to hit that like and follow button. It's the easiest and cheapest way to help the channel out, and helps the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it, and you guys have an awesome day.